I too would like to make a few comments. First of all, I want to welcome everyone, in addition to family and friends and faculty, staff here at the school. I want to welcome you all. We also have some VIP special guests, I'll call them. These are some old colleagues of mine, and I consider them among my very good friends. Dr. Ralph Gabriel, band director for many years, and most recently when he retired from Lenore Ryan College, is supposed to be here somewhere. We have two folks from back there. We have a couple of faculty folks from Appalachian. Mr. Jim Stokes, Dr. Jim Stokes, excuse me. Dr. Stokes is the trumpet instructor at Appalachian. Good to have him here. And Mr. Don Peach. Mr. Peach directs the Appalachian marching band. And once again, one of my dear old friends. And I feel honored that you all would come down tonight. So we're honored to have you with us. I'd like to make a few comments to the band boosters. I know that from a personally, it would have been extremely difficult. I don't think I could have gotten through the marching season, and I'm going to elaborate a little bit on the marching in just a minute, without the band boosters. And anytime I start calling out names, I always have a fear I'm going to leave out someone's name. But once again, I'm going to repeat some of the same names that Tina, she didn't give you her name, but Tina Hertzler and Lenny Rogers, president and vice president of the band boosters, and they were at every ball game that I was at, and I can't thank you enough. And I'd like to thank all of the other parents who were there at the games and helped out. And I'd like to especially thank Carrie Jacobs. Carrie was over here, I'm untold how many times, getting the uniforms ready to check out to the students, and then every ball game, and then after the game was over, here until probably everybody in here was already home at least 30, 45 minutes before she ever left here. So Carrie, thank you so much. And of course, Tina mentioned Debbie Crowder. Debbie, I don't know how you do it, but we appreciate so much all that you've done with the fruit sale. That was a monumental job, and you just handled it so well, and we thank you so much. And your husband, Dennis, who drove the band van and the trailer for all of the out-of-town games and the parades. And this has been a trying year. As I told the students, this is life. We, first of all, I will bring you greetings also. I talked to Mr. Ingold this afternoon about 4 o'clock. He says he feels a little bit better every day, and he says the same thing that Tina said. Wish you all a Merry Christmas, and especially the band. I wish you guys and Merry Christmas. Couldn't let this moment go by without recognizing some students. I want to recognize the 3 drum majors who largely are responsible for holding things together this year. If you'll stand when I call your name. Sarah Moose, Tanner Williams, our seniors, and India McCordy. Anytime you have a successful organization, there's some good leaders. And I want to ask all, if you were a staff member or a section leader, I'm going to ask you to stand. And most of all, I want to thank the band for hanging together. It would have been so easy to use, to have an excuse and say their director had to take a medical leave and just maybe fall apart. They didn't do that. These students hung in there, and I'm really very proud of them. And I'd also like to thank, if he's here, Paul Blosser. Paul came in, helped us out, got on the band bus, went to a couple of the out-of-town games. Paul, if you're here, thank you very much. And of course, the people, I knew I was going to just about leave this out. Pamela McWhorter. Ms. McWhorter, wherever you are, she put the programs together, set up everything, ran them off, brought them over here tonight. India did. And Ms. McWhorter, wherever you are, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, thank you. And the 2 band directors at the middle schools, Miss Alexander over at East and Miss Hawkins at West, obviously we're indebted to you because you prepare these students, and we take them, and you've done an excellent job. You sent us a great group of freshmen this year, and wherever you are, ladies, if you're here, I think Miss Alexandra, I saw her anyhow. Thank you so much. We appreciate all that you do to help this program move on. And now, we're going to get to the last part of it. In 1979, the school was about 6, 7 years old. The school board, principal, superintendent, somebody had the good sense to hire a young man straight out of Lenore College who had a great deal of talent. He had a great ear, a fine ear, and he had the enthusiasm. Beginning band director, he came to this school and he says, I'm going to make something out of this school, out of this band program. He did. It took several years to get things going, but all you have to do is walk into the band room and you'll see a string of superior plaques that he is responsible for. We are so fortunate that he was available. He's been here the last 6 weeks, and would you now at this time join me in welcoming Mr. Gary Stafford.